Okay, hold up. Okay. I'm going to do movie characters against anime characters. Um, let's do Meliodas against Scorpion Sub-Zero. Meliodas thinks it's easy peasy, so he stabs Sub-Zero, but Sub-Zero freezes, like makes him ice, but he gets out of it. Then he does like his first stage of an uncontrollable demon, and he throws his sword at Sub-Zero, but Sub-Zero catches it and turns it into ice. But Meliodas kicks the sword through the ice and through Sub-Zero's arm. Then he punches Sub-Zero in the face quite a few times. Then Meliodas grabs the sword back, then he chops off Sub-Zero's leg. And Scorpion doesn't get over here, but Meliodas grabs it. But Scorpion let go of his get over here chain, like he took it off. Then he teleported behind Meliodas. But Meliodas used he goes like his second stage, like his head is his uncontrollable demon thing. Then he does he? Well, he just goes back like very far away. Then he uses Scorpion's get over here on Scorpion. But Scorpion, he uses like super fire on it, so it just melts. And then Scorpion teleports in front of Meliodas and gets some good punches at him. But Meliodas punches him in the face, which puts him down to the ground. Then Meliodas stabs Scorpion in the back of the head. Now that doesn't kill Scorpion because he can take off his head and he's just a skeleton. So he gets back, Scorpion throws Meliodas' sword and he takes off his head mask thing. Now Scorpion's a bit more powerful than he already was. Now him and Meliodas have a sword fight. Now Meliodas' head and arms have the demon sin thing. Then Meliodas hits him everywhere, but Scorpion hits the sword every single time he hits him. Then Scorpion does his mouth fire thing everywhere. Now Meliodas' shirt gets on fire, so he takes it off. Now his the entire top part of his body is just demon sin thing, like his arms, his head, his neck, his body. Yeah. So he can't Meliodas float? I'm just going to say that Meliodas does float. Yeah. No, I'm just going to say he teleports. Yeah. Meliodas punches Scorpion in the face, which makes his forehead skeleton thing break. But Scorpion's alright. Then he grabs out his sword, but he puts it on fire, which means that unless the fire can touch the sword, he's there. So it's a string sword now. Scorpion can basically do anything with this fire. we've seen him done the impossible with his get over here moves. So he throws the sword at Meliodas, but Meliodas catches it. But Scorpion uses his fire mouth thing so he can force the sword through Meliodas' arm. And so Meliodas throws the sword. Now the handle is just at his forehead, which hurts Scorpion for some reason. Then the sword just spins around in circles, slicing Scorpion up, and he's just flesh and bone. Now Scorpion is using an ice leg so he can move. So Scorpion does a kick, like he kicks Meliodas. But when he kicks him, he does a spike on his foot, which stabs Meliodas. But it doesn't really go through Meliodas. So Meliodas grabs his foot, his ice foot, takes off his entire ice leg. Then he hits Scorpion upside the head with his ice leg. Now, Scorpion, okay, he makes his body like outside and inside, like he's just ice now, which makes him pretty unstoppable. I'm making a YouTube video. Scorpion throws his ice sword, but he slides to Meliodas, which he punches the sword handle through Meliodas' sword, Sin shield thing. Now Meliodas grabs the sword. Now his entire body is just deadly sin thing. Like the purple sin thing. It's just that. Then he grabs the sword out of his chest. Then he throws the sword at Scorpion. But Scorpion creates an ice shield. But he sees that the sword has stopped. The sword has stopped. Then Sub-Zero pulls down the ice shield and laughs. Now the sword slices Sub-Zero into like small tiny bits of ice. Then he throws fire on the Meliodas throws fire on the ice. Then boom. That's how the fight would go. Next, let's do Meliodas against Kratos. Now, Meliodas would think that he's just a newbie. Like, he is not that god. Not that kind of god people think he is. So he punches Kratos. Now, he chokes Meliodas. But Meliodas has his, like, swirl demon thing, which he tries to chop off Kratos' hand, but it scratches it. But Kratos, he hits him with his shield, then tries to stab him. But his body has the sin thing now, and his entire head. Which means he grabbed his sword, then stabbed through the shield. Then he stole his shield. Then he put swords through the entire shield. Then he then he threw it while it's spinning around. Now, Kratos, he grabs one of the swords by the hand, and he explodes the shield, which makes all the swords go at Meliodas. But Meliodas, his entire body is now the sin thing, the purple sin thing, and he grabs every single sword. Then he stabs Kratos in the back, which doesn't really hurt him. Then he stabs him through the heart. Then he stabs him through the top of the head. Then he stabs him through the right shoulder. Then stabs him through the left shoulder. Then he uppercuts Kratos. Now Kratos, he is still alive, but he's pretty weak. Then Kratos uses his chain axe things. Then he throws them at Meliodas. But when Meliodas catches it, he throws another one, but at the side. Now the one that was thrown at the side goes through his shield thing, which stabs Meliodas through the rib, which makes him let go of the shield. Now, the shield, which makes him let go of the chain axe thing I meant. Now, since Meliodas let go, Kratos stabbed through the axe chain thing. Now, it went through the top of Meliodas' head, which doesn't make him die. He just can't use his demon sin thing anymore. He still has the powers and all of that, but the purple thing he can't use anymore. Now Meliodas teleports in front of Kratos and stabs him in the stomach. Then he takes out all the swords. Then he just makes them all stabbed in the stomach. Then he teleports behind Kratos. Then kicks his back. Then he knees Kratos in the forehead. Then when he is on his knees, he makes the sword things go through, like actually through his stomach, and makes it hurt, which kills Kratos like on his knees, like literally right there. Now Meliodas has won. Now let's do Goku against Goku against the Avengers. Hulk would punch Goku, but Goku would grab his arm, then throw him. Then he will float in the air, then go and then teleport in front of Hulk, then punch him in the face, which knocks Hulk out, which turns him into Bruce Banner. And Goku punches Bruce Banner in the stomach so many times that it makes all of his limbs just cough out. Now Thor tries to fight Goku. So he throws his hammer, but Goku grabs the hammer. Then he uses his Super Saiyan or Thunder Ball thing. Then he uses it with thunder around it with Goku's with Thor's hammer. Now it pushes Thor, like he his back is on a tree. Then he looks back up. Then his hammer is like going at it's been thrown at him. But right when he looks up, his hammer goes through his head. Now Iron Man uses his strongest suit that he's got, and he uses his chest beam, like he uses it as power. Like he uses like up all of his power for it, so he can stop Goku. But Goku, he has like this big, huge sunburn that hurts. Makes him bleed.
Pick all that stuff up. When I get out here,
Now,
I'm
but he teleports in front of Iron Man. Then he squishes his head. And Captain America tries to throw the shield and decapitate Goku behind him, but Goku grabs the shield. Then he teleports behind Captain America. And he tries to decapitate Captain America, but Captain America grabs the shield and punches Goku in the hand, which breaks his fingers. Then Goku then the shield that Goku has slices through Captain America's arm. Then he took out the shield from his arm. Then he dropped the shield. Then he uppercutted Captain America, which killed Captain America. Now, Goku doesn't think that Captain America is dead yet. So when Black Widow shot him 14 times, he reversed 5 of the bullets. Now, 3 of them shot Black Widow, which killed her. Then he grabbed the 2 that missed. And now he has like now he has 11 bullets. Then he shoots Captain America in the head 7 times. Then the heart with the rest of his bullets. Now, Hawkeye tried to shoot an explosive arrow. Well, he did shoot. Like, the arrow did go through Goku's shoulder, but he threw it back, and right when the arrow was in front of in front of Hawkeye, Hawkeye got exploded from the he got exploded from the arrow. Now Spider-Man tries to kill Goku, but when Spider-Man did a web kick, Goku grabbed his foot, then ripped off his leg. Goku rips off Spider-Man's leg. Then he punches Spider-Man in the face, which makes his head get pushed back. Now, his body, his right leg, and his arms are just laying there. And his leg is just somewhere else, and his head is just, and Spider-Man's head is just like 50,000 meters away. There. And that's all I'm going to do for today.